Cleveland, Ohio. The Battle of 224 returns to the Valley here tonight as the Poland Bulldogs open up their 2021 season with the Cardinals of Canfield. Glad to be back here in the booth. It's Richie Juliana with Gary Niddle, our broadcasting crew here tonight on YSN, and definitely one of the best games in the Valley here tonight. Two rivals who have not played in over 1,000 days. Coach Niddle, this is going to be a special one here in Poland.
Absolutely. You know, we've been here for a couple hours setting up, and we saw both teams arrive here and the coaches, and we just saw the Pavlianskis and Mrs. Pavliansky with the coin flip. I mean, you could feel it in the air. There's definitely some electricity that we're going to see tonight. A lot of emotion, I'm sure, at least early on, as the Bulldogs are taking the field now.
Here come the Poland Bulldogs. They'll be on the left side of your screen as they run through the tunnel, guarded by the young Poland Bulldogs and the Poland band. This is almost a sold-out crowd here at Dave Pavliansky Field. Last season, so many of you tuned in to our broadcast here on YSNLive.com because you weren't able to get to the bowl game. We are so happy to see fans back in the stands here today. This is going to be a special event.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, I got jitters. You know, we woke up this morning and, you know, I talked to some of the Canfield players. I know some of the Poland coaches, and I know the electricity was there as well. And, you know, I'm shaking a little bit, and I'm sure, like I said, there's going to be some jitters early in this game. And, you know, you always talk about getting that first hit, and that's going to be one of those games tonight. It might take a little while, you know, to get things rolling for both teams tonight. But, boy, this is a great atmosphere. As you said, it will be a sold-out crowd as they're still filling in here. And I see all the white and blue on the home side, and you got a lot of red and white here on the visitor side. So this is going to be fantastic.
It's a hot and steamy night here on Thursday for some high school football. 84 degrees and sunny. It is glaring in the box and on the field here at Dave Pavliansky Field. Under 2 minutes until the first kickoff. We'll step aside for the national anthem. We'll be back for the first kickoff on YSN.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Back from Dave Pavlansky Field here in Poland, Ohio. We're about ready to roll. Canfield won the toss. They elect to defer as the Cardinals will kick it off from the right side of the field.
Might be Jake Schneider, looks like, kicking off.
He'll tee it up at the 40. Back to return for the Poland Bulldogs. You got number 1, the quarterback, Jack Fulton, as well as number 5 and Gavin West. 2 speedy guys set up to return at the 10-yard line. The ball's on the tee. The kicker takes his steps back about 12 yards off the ball. The officials are ready. The players are ready, and we are underway here at Dave Pavlansky Field. Backpedaling into the end zone and letting it go is Fulton. A touchback, and the Bulldogs will take over for their possession of the ball game. So the Poland Bulldogs, who finished 7-2 a season ago, made it all the way to that regional semifinal game where they lost to Ursuline here on their home turf, and they bring back a veteran quarterback in his final senior season. Jack Fulton, a senior 6'2", 190, will be at the helm for the Poland Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs will trot out from their own 20 after the touchback. Fulton will go under center, and the back behind them there is Dom Parker. They'll go just a single back, and they'll bunch it up. Canfield loads the box. A man in motion. The give goes to Parker along the right side, and the Cardinals are right there to stuff him. Delivering that last hit was number 40, Caden Cahoot.
And that's exactly the start Canfield's looking for. You know, stuffing the line here. The D-line stood up here, and, minimal gain. Looks like they'll give them credit for about a yard. And it'll bring up here second and long for the Bulldogs.
High formation for Poland. They got the big guy at fullback and Christian Colosimo behind Fulton. A man in motion from right to left. And the give. No give. It's a fake. On the PA rollout. He's going deep down the field. One-on-one coverage, and it's incomplete.
And that was great coverage there. It's hard to see. It
looks like Kovacs with the coverage.
I believe it was.
They tried to go one-on-one on the near side, and Kovacs breaks it up for the first time this season.
And you see Kovacs in the defensive backfield. Brock Lowry will be back there, starting quarterback for Canfield. And that was great coverage. Step for step down the line, and he kind of just threw it up, hoping to get a flag there. It was probably the best opportunity for Poland, and came up empty. Brings up a 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9. Just underway, 11:20 to go here in the first quarter.
Trips look here.
Fulton fakes it. It's a draw up the middle. He bounces around, breaks a tackle. He's free. Up the middle of the field. He crosses into Cardinal territory and is brought down at the 48-yard line.
And that's big for Poland. There wasn't a whole lot there. He read something, or 2 missed tackles, and he made him pay for it as he gets through the secondary.
His opposition, and Brock Lowry was able to bring them down inside Cardinal territory. 1st down and a big run for the senior quarterback in Jack Fulton.
The initial 1st down for the Bulldogs in the 2021 season.
Fulton back under center in the eye. Canfield once again loads the box, showing blitz off the left side. Here it comes. The handoff goes to Parker, and he puts his head down and is nailed at about the 44-yard line. Good enough for a gain of 2.
Once again, he looked like he had a little initial burst there to get through to the secondary, but the linebackers did a really good job. And this is a young Canfield team. They lost a lot of seniors, all their linebackers for the most part last year. So it's a good group. They're going to have to step up, and they're going to be challenged here early by Poland.
2nd down and 8 from the 45-yard line. A man in motion, that's Colosimo over to the left. Here comes another guy from right to left, and the give is to Fulton himself. It's another draw up the middle. This time the Cardinals defended well, a gain of about 2.
And that's going to bring up about a 3rd and 5 or 6 here. And we're getting close to that, early on this season. Is this 4-down territory? Is there almost, what are they, at the 42-yard line of Canfield?
9:50 to play in the first quarter. 3rd down and 5 in what could be 2-down territory.
And they're taking their time getting this play in here. They're going to have to hurry to get the snap off or have a delayed call.
10 seconds on the play clock. Fulton back in the gun. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He takes the snap. Another draw up the middle. He breaks away. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 35. Tackled at the 32-yard line.
And that's some more missed tackles up front for Canfield, and that's something last year that you didn't see, a whole lot of. The linebackers were surehand with the Samarones back there, and, this year with that young group, they're going to have to come up and they're going to have to make plays, or else they're going to continue to draw Fulton up the middle here.
The Bulldogs return a lot up front. On the line offensively, they have 3 seniors with their center, their right guard and left tackle, as well as 2 juniors in the right tackle and left guard. So a lot of experience and a lot of grittiness up front for the Bulldogs. This time Parker bounces it outside. He gets past Lowry and inside the 25 to the 24.
They've ran up the middle with the draw. Now they're going to go off tackle. They're kind of mixing it up. Great play calling right now by Poland. And Canfield's got to regroup here.
How to bring up a 2nd and 2. Longest run of the day for Dom Parker. Parker, Dylan Smith, and Christian Colosimo will all get in on the action when running the football today for the Bulldogs. So that brings it 2nd and 2. Back to the I formation. Fulton under center takes it. He'll go back to Parker. Parker breaks away outside the tackle, fighting his way towards the 20, and he will get inside the 20, and that's going to be another Poland 1st down. So the Bulldogs going to their specialty here in the first possession of the game, ground and pound.
And, we knew that this was going to be a slobber knocker. They're going to be, it's going to be all up front action here. It's man on body, and right now, Poland's winning the battle up front, and Canfield's got to figure something out here quickly or they're going to be down.
Already 8 minutes to go in the first. The Bulldogs using a lot of clock here on their first possession as they get it inside the red zone at the 20-yard line of Canfield.
And I saw big A.J. Murphy just came off the field, number 66 for Canfield. It looks like it might have been a helmet malfunction.
Another handoff, this time to the left side, and it's drugged down, a gain of 3. That's Dylan Smith, his first carry, the senior running back, 5'11", 195.
That's a pretty good chunk of change there. It didn't look like it much, but it looks like they're going to give him 4.5 yards here on 1st down. A very manageable 2nd down here.
They gave him 5.
Wow.
2nd down and 5 to go from the 15-yard line of the Cardinals. Dylan Smith will stay in the backfield. They stack the left side. That's Colosimo on the end as the tight end. A man in motion. Here comes the end around, and that's going to be a false start on Smith. He was moving.
It wasn't just 1 or 2 or 3 flags that went up there. It was pretty noticeable from up here.
So the first pair of dirty laundry on the field here today, and that's going to go against the running back in Smith, and that will back up the Bulldogs.
You see a lot of early substitutions here from Canfield. I mean, we just talked about it. You got 84 degrees out here. There's going to be a lot of cramping. This is that type of weather. The humidity and so forth. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a number of guys down with cramp issues in and out.
5-yard penalty. Backs it back to the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. As the substitution from the Canfield sideline, Nick Bowen will come out, and coming in is Vince Luce, the young sophomore, 6'2", 285 pounds, the left guard for the Cardinals defensively.
They're spreading it out here. They're going to throw.
Fulton looks to throw. They're going to dump it off for a screen. That's Colosimo on the far side. Ankle tackle and barely hung on by the cornerback and Drew Carosi. He was hanging on by a thread to the ankle of Colosimo.
And if he doesn't hold on there, that's a 6-point advantage for Poland. So great job by Carosi. That brings up a 3rd down and about 4.
First completion for the Bulldogs this season.
With it early in the year, we're not sure the kicking game for Poland. Is this a situation where they do go for it on 4th if they need to, or do they trust their kicking game here to get points? But they still got this 3rd down to make something happen.
The quarterback draw has been successful for the Bulldogs here to start. We'll see if they go to it again. There it is on 3rd and 4. Tries to break it outside. Breaks a couple tackles inside the 10 and inside to the 5-yard line. Another big game on the quarterback draw from Jack Fulton.
And you got to credit the hard running by Fulton in the back so far, because Canfield defenders have been there. They just haven't finished the play.
And give a lot of credit to Don Pagan, the left guard on that left side. Barely got the block in, and he was able to keep away the rush attack for the Cardinals. 1st and goal. The handoff to Parker. He barrels towards the end zone, and he's going to be about a yard short of it. That'll bring up 2nd down and goal.
And they're kind of having their way. Poland's having their way up front. 3 here, 5 there, 7 there. On the end around, off tackle, they got 8 or 9, and they're running the ball like they want to. They haven't really had to put it in the air other than the second play from the scrimmage and then the little screen that they had.
Man, have they used a lot of clock here in their first possession. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Back to the eye. They hand it off Parker, who's immediately met by Brock Lowry.
And that's kind of what you got to do at this point. You're allowed to, you bring up that free safety, and Lowry is one of the surer tacklers on this defense, a little veteran from last year. And I would suspect he's going to be up there somewhere on that line, which makes me think Poland might put it in the air here. I just have one of those gut feelings that they might try a little fade or something.
3rd down and goal. 2 to reach the end zone. Fulton's in the gun. Parker's to his right. 2 guys to the right side, 1 to the left, 1-on-1. The draw, and the Cardinals pick it up. They adjust. A big-time hit by Toby Smith.
And we talked before the game, and we were talking pregame, some of the names they're going to have to step up. Toby Smith is one of them for Canfield. He's got to be the heart and soul of this defense. He's got to take on a Chris Samarone-type role from last year, and couldn't ask for a bigger play at a bigger time for Toby Smith, which brings up a 4th down and 8, and it looks like we're going to see our first field goal attempt of the year.
So here comes the kicker for the Bulldogs, and Wyatt Bobby, the senior, who will have an easy chip shot look. Straight away, snap is back, the hold is good, the kick is up, and the kick is straight through. The Poland Bulldogs take a lot off the clock on their first possession, but the Cardinals hold that line. 3:42 left to go in the first when we return.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-res futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and 2 of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Back from Dave Pavlansky Field here in Poland, Ohio. Richie Giuliano, Gary Nittle with you here on a gorgeous night for Thursday night football in the Valley. Canfield and Poland, 2 teams that have not met since 2018. The Cardinals were victorious back on October 26 by a score of 34-7, and it's great to have this rivalry return. I mean, look at the community outcome here today.
And, I know Coach Pavliansky did a couple interviews. Coach Mike Pavliansky from Canfield did a couple interviews, and in them he said, Poland should be playing Canfield in all sports across the board, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, track, whatever it is, because this is a true rivalry, and you can see it with the fans that turned out tonight.
3-0 Bulldogs. They score on their first possession of the ball game. The Cardinals held them at the 2-yard line. A kickoff is a squib to the near side, and the Cardinals are going to have some trouble getting on the football, but they do. Luckily enough, Canfield was able to fall on it. That was Ryan Schneider who picked it up.
And I couldn't tell the other number. It looked like Paul Bindus maybe. I thought it was maybe 23. Kind of went away from the football, and we got bailed out there. At least the Canfield Cardinals got bailed out there.
So the Cardinals will have some good field position, though, on their first drive. They start at their own 32-yard line, and the Cardinals are led by Brock Lowry, the junior quarterback, 6'3", 193. Last season was his best. He threw for 1,290 yards while running for 1,018. Cardinals starting the gun. Lowry looks over, and Coach Mike Pavliansky is going to have to take his first time out. Definitely not something you want to see on the first play of the game on the offensive side of the ball.
Somebody obviously lined up in the wrong spot there. They saw something that they didn't like, and you don't want to start off with a play going negative on you, or even worse yet, turning the ball over with somebody out of position.
The Cardinals offense, who scored 26 points per game last season, as they were 9-1. That led them to that regional final game. Unfortunately, they lost to Chardon in the regional final, 38-6, who eventually went on and they won the state championship. They just ran into a juggernaut last year.
You took the word. I was going to use the word juggernaut. They were unstoppable last year during their run, and it kind of sealed doom. Being up there doing that game, I'll never forget the first play from scrimmage.
Yeah.
They're a wing T offense. They come out, open it up, and caught Canfield by surprise, and kind of was all downhill after that.
So a timeout taken by the Cardinals. 3:38 left to go here in the first quarter. The Bulldogs, who went all the way down the field, were stopped on a sack by Toby Smith. They settled for a field goal for 3 points.
And, you mentioned it during our little break. That's an 8-minute drive there. That's how you want to set the tone here at home. Now, you obviously want to see 7 on the board, but the fact that you got points on the board at home, they've got to feel pretty good about themselves and now let their defense do the talking.
Long timeout on the field as the Cardinals will try and regroup. They take their first. The Poland Bulldogs, who are led by Tom Pavlansky in his first season with Poland. And he's got to be happy with the way his team started offensively. Exactly what you want, going all the way down the field. Almost untouchable, it seemed at some times, and able to put some points on the board.
We talked about this a little in the pregame and so forth, but you got 2 Pavlanskys coaching. You've got 2 former head coaches, and Coach Ignazio, who was a head coach at Boardman for, I believe, like 10 years, and Coach Chet Allen from Liberty, now one on Canfield staff and one on Poland staff. A lot of great coaches down there on this field right now.
The offense back out on the field. Toby Smith to the right of Lowry. Here comes a blitz from the Bulldogs. The carry goes to Smith, and he's got a good one on first down. A gain of about 6 inside to about the 36-yard line.
And Canfield's going to do, I would be shocked if they don't do the same thing that Poland just did. They're going to try to pound you. You're going to get some Toby Smith. You're going to see Brock Lowry, absolutely. I'd be shocked if you don't see him off tackle here in these next 2 plays. And then try to open it up with some play action with him.
2nd down and 5. Lowry has it. He will fake it. He'll keep it himself, bouncing around, fighting forward to about the 38-yard line, a short gain, but that brings up a 3rd and manageable.
And that's what, Poland didn't get to see out of Canfield and Brock Lowry. And you look at him, and he's a good-sized kid, but you get up next to him, and he's a house. He is one of the strongest kids. He plays baseball for the Canfield baseball program, and I'm going to tell you, he doesn't look it, but he's probably one of the strongest kids on the field right now.
Lowry back in the gun, trips right, one receiver one-on-one to the left. Mike Crawford is the halfback. Lowry takes the snap. He looks for a quick throw. He dumps it out near sideline, caught by Oliver Kovas just beyond the first down marker. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
And that gets the jitters out of Brock Lowry. The first completion, 1 for 1 on the day. Move the sticks, move the chains. You know, a little bit of confidence here for Canfield, much like what Poland did when they got their initial first down.
Yeah, you talk about confidence. We saw a lot last season for Canfield to open up the game. Their first play was always that swing pass. Always get that completion out there to give him some confidence.
Absolutely. But now being a junior, he's got to step up, and they expect more out of him.
1st and 10, run right up the gut. And a short gain for Toby Smith. Solik on the tackle. And that'll bring up about 2nd down and 6.
But this is Canfield football. That's what Coach Pavliansky, likes to see. 4 yards and a cloud of dust. 4 yards and a cloud of dust, and you got that 3rd and short, and then you can do whatever you want. He'll be happy with those 4-yard gains, trust me.
Pulling with some confusion defensively. Lowry's got it. The snap goes wide. He recovers well. And coming from behind is Parker to trip up Lowry. They get something which could have been nothing.
That very well, forget nothing. That could have been a loss of 7 or 8. And he got his hand on it, was able to make something positive, gain a yard or 2. Brings up about a 3rd and 5. And we're down about a minute left here in the first quarter already.
They'll call it a 3rd and 5 from the Cardinal 48-yard line. 2nd, 3rd down of this drive for Canfield. They break the huddle with Lowry back in the gun. Smith.
Bring in a couple wideouts.
Trips right. Back to Kovas, one-on-one to the left side. Lowry's got it. He will drop back and throw. He dumps it underneath. A nice completion, but Drew Carosi has nowhere to go. The Poland Bulldogs bottle him up, a loss of 2.
It's almost like that was too deep. I think as he was coming across the field, he kind of ran into and away from his blockers and right into the Poland defense.
So the Cardinals will have to punt. Lowry stays on the field. He is the punter. They could run this out if they would like to. There's 15 seconds on the game clock.
And the flag's not really moving. You're not gaining a whole lot or losing a whole lot if they change fields here.
The snap goes back. Lowry will boot it inside the Poland 20. Back to receive for the Bulldogs, but retaining possession is Gavin West, and he's met at his own 15. Time expired in the first quarter. That will take us to quarter number 2. 3-0 Bulldogs when we come back.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and 2 of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. If we don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
3-0 Bulldogs as we enter the second quarter. Poland will have it at their own 15-yard line, their second possession of the ball game. Their first possession went over 8 minutes. A lot of ground and pound. We'll see what they do here. Fulton alone in the gun with trips to the near side. One guy far side, a man in motion. Fulton will keep it himself, and he's knocked down at about the 16-yard line, a short gain of 1.
And they're going right back to the well, what worked for them in the first drive. Little draw action and trying to find a hole. That time it was filled by Canfield. The motion actually kind of took the backer out of position. So that's something that they're going to look at down the road. Wouldn't be shocked to see like a jet sweep at some point with Poland.
The Poland Bulldogs, who bring a lot back offensively after their 7-2 season a year ago, made it to that regional semifinal against Ursuline. Fulton has it. He'll look back the other way, dumps it off. Here's Colosimo. Colosimo able to hold on to the football for a gain of 4. So that'll bring it third down and about 6 or 5 or so.
Or 7 by that spot. So this is the first time Poland's had a third and long. Let's see what they do here, if they decide to put it in the air deep in their own territory, or they continue to run Fulton on a draw here.
Fulton with Colosimo. One-on-one coverage to the near side. Trips in a triangle to the right. Fulton's got it. 3-step drop. He's looking near side. He's under some pressure. He tucks it and runs. He gets outside Toby Smith and is chopped down short of that first down marker. It'll bring up a 4th down for the Bulldogs.
And Drew Carosi was there. He kind of got juked a little bit, and Toby Smith was able to clean up. At least Drew Carosi made him make a decision, had to go outside, and Toby Smith cleaned it up. And it brings up a 4th and 2 here, and now they're bringing on their punting.
So the special teams unit will come out. 15 seconds on the play clock. Not a lot of time to mess around. Ross Dito will punt it for the Bulldogs.
Down to 2 seconds, and they just get it away.
Snap is low. The kick end over end. Carosi points it out of bounds, and the Cardinals will get the football on their second drive at the 40-yard line of Poland.
So
the punt was shanked to the right.
So you had an 8-minute plus first drive, and that one lasted about a minute and 12 seconds.
So we'll see what the Cardinals can do here on their second drive. They got 2 first downs, but then were held. They'll get it at the 40-yard line exactly as the punt did not go very far, only 20 yards. And the Cardinals have terrific field position. So we'll take a timeout. When we return, 9:45 left to go in the second.
Jimmy Sudman here, director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and 2 of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
First down and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball at the 40-yard line. Lowry comes out in that empty gun. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 receiver to the near side.
That'll be Zane McElroy here, out on his own.
Poland showing blitz. Here comes a man in motion, and a flag is drawn. So that's an offsides on the Poland Bulldogs. They came across the line way too early on the blitz.
That looked like that was Danny Inglis that was in motion there. Comes from a great lineage of football players from Austintown Fitch and played at YSU.
That cuts it in half. First down and 5. Second penalty of the day for the Bulldogs. This time, Brock Lowry under center. Offset eye. Lowry will hand it off, and the give will go to Ryan Schneider, the junior halfback, with his first carry, and it's a gain of nothing.
And they ran right into the blitz there, the call, as the linebackers came and filled that A gap, and that's where the ball carrier ended up going, and not much going there.
You're going to see a lot of action in the backfield for Canfield. They got 4 different backs this season: Mike Crawford, Ryan Schneider, Toby Smith, and Paolo Papalia. A perfect blend of 4. Second down and 5. Man in motion. Lowry will keep it. He looks to throw. He's under some pressure. He'll dump it away to the near side, and it's a reception caught near the 30, and the reception goes to number 11, Danny Inglis.
There's who we talked about earlier. They like to get him in motion. He's a young sophomore, but I'm going to tell you what, with the lineage there, I guarantee he's a gamer, and he's showing it right now.
That's good enough for 6. That'll push the chains. First down from the Bulldog 30. Under 9 minutes to play, 8:50 to be exact here in the second quarter. Empty gun for Lowry. 4 spread out with a tight end to the left side. Poland loads it up. They're showing blitz again. Carosi in motion as Lowry will keep it, and there's nothing there. A nice hit by Dom Parker, the defensive end, who comes in and will get the tackle for no gain.
And that's hard to tell if that was a read or if Brock just slipped, but he definitely slipped in the backfield, and it kind of looked like it caught him off guard, and at that point he had to kind of try to make whatever he could out of it and was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Bring up a 2nd and 10 here.
Lowry all alone this time. Ryan Schneider, the back, will be motioned over to the right side. 10 on the play clock. Schneider in motion. This time they'll give it to him off the left end, and he is smothered and brought down by Christian Colosimo, the dangerous linebacker for the Bulldogs.
Positive yardage here, 3-4 yards. Brings up a 3rd and long here. You're at the 26, 27-yard line. And once again, as we talked earlier, they're kind of in that realm. I wouldn't be shocked if this is 4-down territory and Coach Pav is thinking that there. So this could be run, this could be pass. Whatever Brock sees out there. We got trips near side.
Paolo Papalia in the backfield. Lowry looking to throw. He clutches. He lofts it to the end zone. Wide open for a Cardinal touchdown.
He saw that right away, and well, never mind. Just a helmet fell off.
Gavin Raymond with the touchdown for the Cardinals.
That was a great read, great route, and great read by Brock Lowry. All he had to do there is make sure he had enough air under it, and he did.
The first touchdown reception. And it's 6-3 Canfield with 7:15 left to play.
And the first points via touchdown of the 2021 year.
And I haven't seen Brock Lowry this fired up in a long time. He pumps up the crowd to our near side. 6-3, pending the extra point from the Cardinals. The snap is back, and the hold is good, and the kick is also good. 7-3 Canfield leads. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
60 years ago, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods began with 3 siblings, a hand-set sawmill, and a few local orders. And while business has certainly changed over the years, what has not are our principles of hard work, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. At Baird Brothers, we're proud to put our name on the products we create, from moldings and doors to flooring and lumber. Thank you for 60 great years. We look forward to 60 more. Baird Brothers, for the place you love.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
7-3, the Cardinals with the lead here in the second quarter. 7:15 left to play in the first half. 27-yard touchdown reception, and the first one of his young career for Gavin Raymond. Jake Schneider will tee it up at the 40. Back to receive for the Bulldogs. Fulton, as well as Gavin West and Alex D'Angelo. 3 guys set back to receive at the 10-yard line of Poland. Jake Schneider, just the young sophomore, a big build, 6'6", 170 pounds. Boots it into the Poland end zone. They will let it go for a touchback, and the Bulldogs once again will have it at their own 20-yard line. Schneider in his first year kicking for the Cardinals after a couple guys graduated for Canfield. 6'6". He played a little bit as a freshman for the Cardinals varsity basketball team, and he's a part of your program as well, Coach Niddle.
Absolutely. Left-hander who could sling it. Now he would be in the mix to play a little bit more, but I know he does have a little shoulder injury, but it's not hurting him kicking the ball off
he
tonight.
doesn't have a leg
2 for
injury.
2 into the end zone.
1st and 10 for Fulton and crew. Fulton takes it. He'll give it right up the middle, a new halfback and a big gain of about 5 yards.
And that's where they've had success, is running up in between the tackles for the most part. There's only been one run off tackle, and it's either been Fulton on a draw, or I believe that's the second that a tailback is taking the football, but they've had positive yards. That's a 6-yard gain.
That was Cam Slosser, the senior running back at 6'1", 170, his first carry, and they will etch it down for a gain of 6. So 2nd and 4, as Slosser will stay back in the backfield. Fulton goes right back. Slosser this time is met at the line of scrimmage by the young sophomore Vince Luce.
And that was great discipline by the up front defensive lineman by Canfield. They held their gaps, they held their lanes. Looked like there was going to be a hole there, but they closed it down.
Well, Vince Luce is going to be tough to block this season. Just a young sophomore who got some quality time at the JV level last year. He is 6'2", 285 pounds. A big fella on the defensive line, and he has his first tackle.
And it's going to be hard to move him, and that's exactly what he did there, is held his gap responsibility and did a fantastic job holding on and making the play there.
3rd down and 4.
And we got a
time
flag.
is called,
and
it's a timeout from head coach Tom Pavlansky. He wants to talk things over with his team. 3rd down and 4 when we return on ysnlive.com.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
3rd down and 4 for the Poland Bulldogs on their own 26-yard line. 5:55 left to play here in the first half. The Cardinals with the 7-3 advantage here in the early going. First timeout taken by head coach Tom Pavlansky of the Poland Bulldogs.
This is a big 3rd down here for momentum's sake.
Fulton etching it out to the right side. He's going to run it across the 30, all the way past the 35 and knocked down at about the 38-yard line. A big gain for Fulton on the feet.
And there it is. He got outside. The secondary went with the receivers, and there was nobody out there and contained. And that's a huge first down for Poland, answering the score from Canfield. Did not want to go 4 and out there, or 3 and out there.
So another big 3rd down play for the Bulldogs, as Fulton on his feet has carried Poland here today in this first half. He'll take his time. 10 to go on the play clock. Time stops at 5:48 on the game clock. A man in motion, that's Colosimo to the left side. Fulton takes it, he gives it, and this time it goes to Cam Slosser. Slosser up the middle for a gain of about 3 yards to the 40.
Once again, that's a positive yardage situation there for Poland. Overall, they've won the battle up front, outside of a couple times where Canfield was able to contain their, hold their gap responsibility, but they seem to have a little, they got something going here, and they're going to continue to run it. I'd be shocked if they don't. And I'm sure you'll see Fulton here again at some point.
A man in motion from left to right, Fulton. He will keep it up the middle, and he is smothered in the backfield, a loss of 1.
And there was a whole host there. You got Evan Parker, it looked like, for Canfield that was in on it here. Once again, great job that time with their gap responsibility. When they hold their gaps, they do a very good job. And the linebackers really haven't come into play here for Canfield as much. It's been mostly the D-line that's had to do most of the work.
And coming into the ballgame, we expected the most out of this linebacker crew for the Canfield Cardinals, returning Toby Smith as well as Mike Crawford and Ryan Schneider. Another 3rd and long, 3rd and 7 to go from the Poland 40-yard line. 4:30 left to play here in the first half. 2 seconds on the play clock, and the Bulldogs are going to have to take another timeout. Their second burn timeout this possession. When we come back, 3rd down and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Hi everyone, this is DJ Yoakley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Ah, the details. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods is one fine ride. Perfect cornering, superb handling, sporty and stylish, power to spare.
3rd and 7 to go for the Bulldogs. Ball at their own 40. Fulton's got it. High snap. They're going to go back to that quarterback draw, and it works for the 4th time tonight into Cardinal territory and finally knocked down by Drew Carosi.
It just looks like this linebacker secondary group, I don't want to say they're afraid of football, but they're not. What we saw last year was that secondary, the linebackers, they'd fill. Right now, like I said, outside of the front 4 for Canfield doing a pretty fantastic job. They're having a lot of success once they get off tackle, and that's Fulton's went off tackle a couple times now and had 10-plus yards in each opportunity. So they've got to figure that out and either work on contain or something, because right now they're having their way outside of tackle.
A gain of 12 on the ground for Jack Fulton. Another big first down, as that brings it to the Cardinal 48. This time they will hand it off, and a short gain of about 2 yards to the 46.
Once again, great job by the up front defensive lineman for Canfield, holding their gap responsibility, keeping it to a 2-yard gain.
Well, the Bulldogs are sticking to their MO here tonight. 3:30 left on the clock, and they have drained it here in this first half.
And, this is setting up. They keep running this and the draw to Fulton. At some point, you see a little play action here off of that. And this wouldn't be a bad time with 3 minutes remaining here until halftime.
They're going to mark it 2nd and 7. They gave him an extra yard to the 45 of Canfield. Fulton looks to throw. He dumps it over the middle, and that's going to be complete. A reception for Mateo Malone.
He's about a yard short. Ooh, yep, about a yard short. Brings up a 3rd and 1 here.
Well, this is definitely 4-down territory for the Bulldogs, you would think, with under 3 to play here in the first half. 3rd down and 1. Back into the ball game.
This is not a Fulton draw.
Dylan Smith in the backfield. Fulton wipes it over to Dado here on the near sideline. 10 on the play clock. Fulton takes it. He'll give it off. Back to number 22 and Smith. And Smith's going to be close.
That's going to be a spot here. Depends on his forward progress. It's right at the stick.
And they're going to call it 4th down. 4th and inches, says the near side official.
Oh, now they're going to take a look here, it looks like.
So the sticks will come out, and now they're going to call it a 1st down. So the near side ref was calling it a 4th down.
Coach Pav is asking what's going on. They haven't moved the sticks. They're talking. I think they're going to bring them out.
The ball's right at the 38-yard line. That's the line to gain. So here comes the sticks.
Well, if you hear some boos, that means it's a 1st down, folks. If you hear some cheers.
And that's enough for a 1st down, just by 2 inches.
If that.
Tip of the football.
Tip of the football.
A 1st down for the Bulldogs. 2:11 to play.
They've got 1 timeout to work with, so plenty of time here. Nothing that they're going to have to rush. They can keep their game plan.
The Bulldogs rushing it back down the field. The whistle blows, and now we're going to have some trouble with the clock.
We just ran off 13 seconds.
And Fulton's going to have to come out of the ball game. Fulton comes out, and coming in is Dominic Pagano, the backup quarterback.
Not quite sure what happened there, Rich.
Pagano takes a snap. He's going to roll out. He's going to dump it off, and he has a reception to Colosimo inside the 25 to the 23. Well, I don't think the Cardinals had the scouting report on the backup quarterback in Dominic Pagano.
That was a little Tebow-esque there, a little rollout and almost kind of a jump pass to the open receiver down the sideline. A little interesting play there.
Colosimo with the reception. You'll see him on both sides of the ball, one of the star players for the Poland Bulldogs here this season as he's in his final senior year. 1st and 10 at the 23. 1:30 left to play. Back in the game is Fulton. He escapes 1 tackle. He gets away from 2 and is finally knocked down at the 20-yard line by Connor Cernecka.
And once again, great discipline by the Canfield D-line. The problem there is just wrapping him up. And we saw a lot of that with Brock Lowry last year, eluding tackles. And Fulton's done an excellent job tonight, eluding tacklers and gaining extra yardage, getting 4 yards when he shouldn't have had any there.
Fulton's been slippery here tonight. 2nd down and 7. 1 minute on the game clock left to go in this first half. Another short pass that's deflected and incomplete. That's Cernecka with his hands on the football.
It sounds like a broken record this quarter, and but we got another 3rd and long, big 3rd and long, and Poland's converted every single time they've had the opportunity with the 3rd and long. Let's see if they can continue that trend, or if Canfield's able to get a stop here, and then you got a decision to make at the 20-yard line.
Well, the play has been a quarterback draw almost every 3rd down and long for the Bulldogs here in this first half.
And you got trips this way. This very well could be as well.
They spread them out. Ross Dito goes to the trips in a triangle. Fulton, he's not running. He's going to throw it. He looks deep to the end zone. Some trip up, and it's incomplete. No penalty flag on the field.
And that's a good no call there. I think they just tripped each other up with their feet. There were no hands to the body or anything. That was great coverage by Canfield. And that's going to bring up a decision here. 4th and about 7.
Well, here comes the kick. The kicker and Wyatt Bobby coming out on 4th and 7 from the 20-yard line.
It's not Ricky Bobby, but it's Wyatt. That's a great name.
I'd love to see Ricky Bobby kick it.
I'll tell you what. I don't think Poland would. I think they'll take their chances.
This is going to be a 37-yarder from the right hash. The hold is good. Bobby's kick is up. It has the distance, and it is right through. Wyatt Bobby, money tonight, 2 for 2, and that puts the Poland Bulldogs within 1. 50 seconds left to play. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. With our combined 70 years experience and comprehensive wealth strategy, we assist our clients attain their goals. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services, or visit wrswealthadvisors.com. Good luck, athletes!
50 seconds left to go here in the first half. 7-6 the Cardinals with the lead as the Poland Bulldogs once again eat a lot of clock. They get it within the red zone but cannot convert for 6 points. They have to settle for another field goal.
And this is kind of what we expected. A number of people asked me, what do you think this is going to be like, before the game, talking to DJ, and I said, I think it's going to be a 7-3, 10-3 type of ball game, and we're about a half in here, and you've got 7-6, and it's kind of just been one of those give and take, not a whole lot of huge plays, just a lot of grit. And we got a chance here with a nice return.
Cardinals are going to have some good field position at the 41-yard line. They still have 2 timeouts, as you mentioned, with 46 seconds left to play. Another short pooch kick on the kickoff, and the Cardinals take advantage. And that is Anthony Mazzella, who was able to get it out to the 42.
And he had a nice run at it and caught it underneath him and was at full speed and gets out to the 42-yard line. Give Canfield a chance here to get some points on the board before half.
1st and 10, Toby Smith back out. There's the halfback. They'll spread them out, 3 wide to the left side, 1 near side. Poland Bulldogs playing deep. Lowry looks to that far side. He dumps it off. There's Kovas. Kovas racing across the sideline, and he doesn't get out of bounds.
And that's important.
They're going to keep the clock rolling.
30 seconds here.
30 seconds left to go. Canfield trying to set it up quickly. Lowry's ready. He's got it. He's going to dump it off once again to Kovas. Kovas picks up the first down into Bulldog territory.
They reset.
And Coach Pavlansky wants a timeout. So Mike Pavlansky will take his second timeout. 19 seconds to go. It will be Canfield football when we return at the Poland 40.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Lowry rolls out. He dumps it off. Near side, it's complete. And getting out of bounds is Drew Carosi, a big gain. 12 seconds left on the clock here in the first half.
And one timeout.
A timeout left for the Cardinals. A big completion all the way to the Poland 30-yard line. They've got 30 seconds left on the play clock. Plenty of time to drop a big play to get within field goal range with under 10 seconds.
If they could get this one to the sticks, get down, resets.
Lowry's under pressure. He gets away, and he's going to have to dump it off. It's caught to the near side. A reception for Jaden Jaffer.
Now decision time. You've got 5 seconds left. I'm not sure you have enough time at the 20-yard line to get one to the end zone and still get a second play off. I'm assuming they're going to have to get to the end zone here.
They're keeping the offense on the field with 5 seconds left. It's definitely field goal range.
If they had about 8 or 9 seconds, they could have got one play off. I'm not quite sure they're going to be able to get a second play here.
Lowry dumps it off. Near side, it's caught, and he won't be able to get out of bounds. Does he get the timeout in?
I mean, that had to be something that Coach Pavlansky told the officials. We're going to go down, and we want a timeout.
Poland's coming off the field.
Although the officials are still on the field here.
Mike Pavlansky is saying there's 1 second left. He's going to bring his field goal team out. The Poland Bulldogs, their entire team is off the field.
And I see Coach Allen down there.
And here they come. They're coming back. They're coming back to the sideline. They ran off the field.
Yeah, you can see him coming back.
Too many men on the field.
And I'm sure there's some gamesmanship there saying, all right, guys, somebody made the decision there. We're running off the field. Who that was, we may never know.
And now some friendly banter here with the student sections between Canfield and Poland. That's one thing I miss so much. You know, being a student in high school and, you know, being involved in this rivalry game, that's one thing you look forward to year in and year out, being able to get into that student section and have some fun.
And, boy, Canfield came strong tonight. I mean, they're 25 deep and 10 across. I mean, there has to be 250, 300 just in the student section alone.
So the Cardinals do get 1 second left. The kicker for Canfield is number 31, the senior Ben Pugh.
We believe. Was that on the extra point? I didn't.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
So they do put 1 second on officially.
You do got to always remember here, Brock Lowry is the holder on this. Just throwing it out there. And Poland's coaches they got too many men on the field or something.
Snap is back. The hold was rough. They get it up and they get it through. Ben Pugh knocks it in. That will take us to the halftime. 10-6 Cardinals lead. They will also get the football when we return on ysnlive.com.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
News doesn't stop after the sun goes down. Sometimes you just have to hustle to get it. At 21 News, no matter how far it is, no matter what it takes to get there, we're working to bring you the best stories and the freshest content at 11 p.m. with the context and clarity that makes it worth staying up for, no matter what time it is. 21 News at 11 with me, Erin Simonek, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 11, news that's worth your time.
Hi everyone, this is DJ Yokley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Ah, the details. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods is one fine ride. Perfect cornering, superb handling, sporty and stylish, power to spare, plus awesome mileage. Yeah, jaw-droppingly beautiful lines and well appointed with luxurious trim. Put more oomph in your life and start beholding the molding. Find your home's fine hardwood at BairdBrothers.com.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions, reminding you that it is open enrollment for Medicare.
Now through December 7th, those who qualify can visit our local independent agency by calling us at 330-953-3722 or visiting us at WRSInsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Custom order your Ford your way at Tri-State Ford. Choose the available features that fit your life and style, from the all-new 2022 Ford Maverick F-150 Lightning through the entire Ford lineup. Pick your color, trim level, and options. Plus, get the Tri-State Ford Advantage, including a 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty and more. Start your custom order today. Stop in or visit tristateford.net. Customer-focused, community-driven. Tri-State Ford, East Liverpool.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends: shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring. And, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
Storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Hi everyone, this is DJ Yoakley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Ah, the details. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods is one fine ride. Perfect cornering, superb handling, sporty and stylish, power to spare, plus awesome mileage. Yeah, jaw-droppingly beautiful lines and well appointed with luxurious trim. Put more oomph in your life and start beholding the molding. Find your home's fine hardwood at BairdBrothers.com.
Right now is a great time to get more for your trade-in at Tri-State Ford. Choose a new Ford or from our great selection of pre-owned vehicles. Plus, you'll get the Tri-State Ford Advantage, including a 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty and more. At Tri-State Ford, we'll pay you top dollar for your trade, but you don't have to purchase one of ours to sell us yours. Customer-focused, community-driven. Tri-State Ford, East Liverpool, or visit tristateford.net.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
News doesn't stop after the sun goes down. Sometimes you just have to hustle to get it. At 21 News, no matter how far it is, no matter what it takes to get there, we're working to bring you the best stories and the freshest content at 11 p.m. with the context and clarity that makes it worth staying up for, no matter what time it is. 21 News at 11 with me, Aaron Simonek, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 11, news that's worth your time.
Jimmy Sutton here, director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Custom order your Ford your way at Tri-State Ford. Choose the available features that fit your life and style, from the all-new 2022 Ford Maverick F-150 Lightning through the entire Ford lineup. Pick your color, trim level, and options. Plus, get the Tri-State Ford Advantage, including a 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty and more. Start your custom order today. Stop in or visit tristateford.net. Customer-focused, community-driven. Tri-State Ford, East Liverpool.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
At Hubbard Chevrolet, Hubbard can help you get the financing you need regardless of your situation. I'm Tony Page, and I've helped thousands of customers in Northeast Ohio and Western Pennsylvania buy a vehicle. Visit HubbardChevy.com to get pre-approved. Remember, folks, Hubbard can help.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Custom order your Ford your way at Tri-State Ford. Choose the available features that fit your life and style, from the all-new 2022 Ford Maverick F-150 Lightning through the entire Ford lineup. Pick your color, trim level, and options, plus get the Tri-State Ford Advantage, including a 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty and more. Start your custom order today. Stop in or visit tristateford.net. Customer-focused, community-driven. Tri-State Ford, East Liverpool.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. If we don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
60 years ago, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods began with 3 siblings, a hand-set sawmill, and a few local orders. And while business has certainly changed over the years, what has not are our principles of hard work, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. At Baird Brothers, we're proud to put our name on the products we create, from moldings and doors to flooring and lumber. Thank you for 60 great years. We look forward to 60 more. Baird Brothers, for the place you love.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Right now is a great time to get more for your trade-in at Tri-State Ford. Choose a new Ford or from our great selection of pre-owned vehicles. Plus, you'll get the Tri-State Ford Advantage, including a 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty and more. At Tri-State Ford, we'll pay you top dollar for your trade, but you don't have to purchase one of ours to sell us yours. Customer-focused, community-driven. Tri-State Ford, East Liverpool, or visit tristateford.net.
For a great vehicle and a great experience, come to Boardman Mitsubishi today. As always, our full lineup of Mitsubishi models comes with a standard 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Boardman Mitsubishi, your hometown Mitsubishi dealer since 1999.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions, reminding you that it is open enrollment for Medicare.
Now through December 7th, those who qualify can visit our local independent agency by calling us at 330-953-3722 or visiting us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Custom order your Ford your way at Tri-State Ford. Choose the available features that fit your life and style, from the all-new 2022 Ford Maverick F-150 Lightning through the entire Ford lineup. Pick your color, trim level, and options. Plus, get the Tri-State Ford Advantage, including a 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty and more. Start your custom order today. Stop in or visit tristateford.net. Customer focused, community driven. Tri-State Ford, East Liverpool.
Back from Dave Pavlansky Field in Poland, Ohio, the rivalry between the Bulldogs of Poland and the Cardinals of Canfield. Richie Giuliano, Gary Niddle with you here on a gorgeous night for football in the Valley on Thursday night. The Cardinals lead at 10-6. It was a back and forth affair in that first half. A lot of ground and pound, and exactly what we expected coming into this matchup tonight here today, Coach Niddle.
I mean, we kind of hit it right on the head. It was going to be, nuts and bolts game, a lot of ground game. Although I will say, and we were talking here, it happened, we haven't got the halftime statistics, but I believe Brock Lowry, he's like 6 for 6, 7 for 7. I don't think he has an incompletion on the evening. So that's really been the difference. It's time, we were talking about ball control. We don't have those numbers either, but, Poland went down and used almost, 8.5 minutes on their first drive, and they've really had the ball. They own the clock as far as first half, but Canfield owns the scoreboard, and they'll get the football here. So that's a huge advantage for Canfield.
Tommy Kushner, the junior, will kick it off for the Bulldogs. He pooches it inside the 25, picked up on one hop by Oliver Kovas. Kovas across the 35, and once again off the kickoff, the Cardinals will have some exceptional field position.
And, as the season progresses, that's definitely been something that's hurt Poland up to this point is their kickoffs. Canfield their probably average starting spot has been the 40-yard line on the 3 kicks.
It will come out at the 37-yard line. Brock Lowry, the junior quarterback for the Cardinals in his second season after getting the nod in week number 3 a year ago. One man to his left. Lowry, the quarterback draw. He bounces it out left side, but is smothered there by number 6 in Dom Parker, the defensive lineman.
And that was, he ran right into the blitz there on that side, right through the B gap. Wasn't able to get off tackle like he likes to.
A good job by Parker fighting his way over towards the ball carrier and Lowry. No gain, 2nd and 10.
And we're shaking up here. This student section, we're up at the press box, and I'm moving and swaying. So be aware with the camera here. If you see some moving and shaking, that's what's going on.
2nd and 10, almost picked off. Pass was intended for Jaden Jaffer on the near side and right through the hands of his opposition and Jack Fulton.
And Jack Fulton had 6 on his mind right there. There was nobody there. That was a pick 6, and he knows it. He put his hands down, and that would have been a huge game-changing momentum there for Poland. But the first incompletion, I believe, from Lowry could have been a lot worse.
3rd down and 10 on the first possession of the second half for the Cardinals. Back into that gun. 2 receivers on both sides. Smith to the right. Lowry has it. 3-step drop. It's a quarterback draw. Up the middle, he's got some speed, but he slides 1 yard short.
And because he went feet first there, it's going to bring up a 4th and 1 as opposed to if he would have went forward. And Coach Pav's thinking, talking it over. Special teams unit has not went on the field, so either we've got 20 seconds left in the play clock. Looks like they're at least going to come to the line here and either try to draw them off the sides, or who knows at this point. This could be anything. This is a big play right here at the Canfield 47-yard line.
4th down and 1, the biggest play of the night so far for the Cardinals. Lowry under center, and the whistle is blown, and Coach Mike Pavlansky will take a timeout for the Cardinals. First one of the half for Canfield, 10:25 when we return.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
The Cardinals keep the offense out on the field. 4th down and 1 from their own 47. Man in motion. The give goes to Papalia, and he is smothered in the backfield. A turnover on downs by the stud defensive lineman in Christian Colosimo.
And that was big for Poland. You know, that's something that, you know, I think they were just trying to get a little too fancy, a little too much trickery there, and instead of trusting. And once again, it could come back to that, you know, the offensive line being a young group, that there wasn't that confidence. Last year, that would have just been Lowry up the middle to get a yard.
Colosimo with another big play for the Bulldogs. He's a name we have called a lot tonight. 1st down and 10 for Poland at the Cardinal 42. We'll see if the Bulldogs could turn things around with the momentum on their side. Fulton in the gun. He takes it, he fakes it, he throws it far side. It's caught by Ross Dito.
Complete there, went through his hands.
So it slips through his hands. I jumped the gun on Dito, and it's 2nd and 10.
I was about to join you there until I saw a couple Canfield Cardinals jump up, so tough to tell from this vantage point. But that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 here, and Poland's first opportunity here in the second half with the football.
Ross Dito, the senior wideout. I'm sure a lot of emotions and nervousness from him here in the first game of the year. The carry goes to Parker off to the right side, and it's going to be a short gain, but there's a penalty marker on the field.
And that looks like a very well face mask maybe. From this vantage point, yep. So that's going to be a 15-yarder. Give Poland a 1st down here around the 25-yard line.
They didn't give a number on the face mask, but it's 15 yards for the Bulldogs and an automatic 1st down.
So great defensive play there turns into a negative for Canfield with the face mask. now they're going to have to stiffen up here and hold Poland to a field goal attempt.
And the Cardinals have done a great job tonight avoiding that penalty marker. We haven't seen too many flags in general between both sides. You think there'd be a lot trying to knock off the rust in this first game, but nothing to be shown so far as Fulton will run it off to the right side, and that's going to be a loss of one.
Great job. What we talked in the first half, the Fulton's been able to get outside off tackle, and there's what we talked about with the containment. Great job with containment with the DNs and the outside backers containing Fulton and holding them to actually a 2-yard loss.
So they'll call it 2nd down and 12. Under 20 on the play clock. Poland likes to take a long time in between plays. Colosimo in the backfield. 2 receivers on both sides. Cardinals showing blitz here. It comes from the right side. They dump it off on a pass. Was it complete or not? And it was not. Incomplete pass.
The story of the night for Poland. Here's another 3rd and long, and they've had a lot of success tonight at 3rd and long. Let's see what they got up their sleeve here with 9:12 left here in the 3rd.
That time the pass was intended for the senior wideout and Alex D'Angelo.
And that was great coverage by the DBs for Canfield. And they've had great coverage all night. Poland hasn't put the ball in the air much, but when they have, there's been great coverage.
3rd and 12 from the 27-yard line of Poland. They spread it out once again. Canfield showing blitz off the left side. Fulton has plenty of time. Rolling out, and he's going to roll along the sideline. That's going to be short of the 1st down marker.
He had somebody all alone in the end zone. It's hard to see a number here, but he went down the seam, and he just didn't see him.
And the man you're talking about is Mateo Malone.
I mean, he went right down the seam, and I saw him the whole way. Fulton just wasn't able to connect.
4th down and 5 from the 20-yard line.
And I know Mateo, I think he's only like 5'3". I know he's a wrestler. I know his father, Jim Malone. So maybe it was just he couldn't see because of the size there on that one.
Poland's going for it. A man in motion. Fulton has it. He runs it right side. Cardinals defend it well, and it's a turnover on downs.
So we haven't seen a punt this half, and 2 4th down efforts, both throttled by both defenses. And Canfield will get the ball for the 2nd time here in the 3rd quarter.
So the Bulldogs turn it over. 9:01 left to play here in the 3rd quarter as the Cardinals will get the football back for the 2nd time this quarter. We'll take a timeout. When we return, Canfield will have the football at the 22.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions, reminding you that it is open enrollment for Medicare.
Now through December 7th, those who qualify can visit our local independent agency by calling us at 330-953-3722 or visiting us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
First and 10 for the Cardinals. 9:01 left to play. Richie Giuliano, Gary Nittle back with you here on YSN, the home of both Canfield and Poland and their football programs here in 2021. Just when you thought Poland had a lot of momentum after the turnover on downs, they get the ball inside Canfield territory. Canfield flips the script. They go right back with a turnover of their own. Lowry fakes. He pumps. He throws over the middle. Wide open was Hunter Knotts, but just outside of his reach.
And he had some room there. That was going to be a big gain. That would have gotten Poland territory if he could have held on to it. Just overthrown, just by a bit.
So just the second incompletion for Brock Lowry, a big-time recruit here for the Cardinals here in just a junior year. Has a lot of looks at some Power 5 schools, one being Iowa State.
Yes.
So there's a lot of
Very
schools.
impressed with him when he went out to the camp this year.
2nd and 10. Lowry takes. It's a quarterback draw right up the middle, and Poland stuffs them as they draw him right back into the ground. That was number 87 in Caden Dennis.
And I think Braden Perrone was in there as well. Big number 66, 6 foot, 210-pounder.
Braden Perrone, the senior, on the defensive line for the Bulldogs. A big tackle, and it's 3rd and 8.
We talked about Poland's success with 3rd downs in the first half. Canfield hasn't been in this many situations in a 3rd down and long. Let's see what they can do here in this 3rd quarter.
Lowry looks to throw on 3rd down and 8, has plenty of time,
Wide
dumps
open.
it over the middle. There is Drew Carosi still on his feet all the way to the Canfield 48. A big reception for Carosi.
And, I might be a little biased here, like I said, being the baseball coach at Canfield. Both these guys, Brock Lowry, Drew Carosi, are outfielders for me. And I expected coming in this game, they asked some players to look out for. And I said at some point, sometime, Drew Carosi is going to make an impact. And he just did right there on the offensive side.
Carosi leads the team in receptions here in game number 1 of 2021. 7:50 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Canfield with the ball at their own 48-yard line. And some guys are rotating in and out, and therefore Mike Pavlansky will call a timeout.
And he is not upset, or he is upset, I should say.
So the 2nd timeout taken by the Cardinals here in the quarter. 7:37 left to play when we return.
Hi everyone, this is DJ Yoakley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Ah, the details. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods is one fine ride. Perfect cornering, superb handling, sporty and stylish, power to spare, plus awesome mileage. Yeah, jaw-droppingly beautiful lines and well appointed with luxurious trim. Put more oomph in your life and start beholding the molding. Find your home's fine hardwood at BairdBrothers.com.
Second timeout taken by the Cardinals here in the 3rd quarter. They had a couple players shuffling in and off the field, and the time clock was running down to 0 on the play clock. So 1st and 10 still for Canfield after the big reception from Drew Carosi, the senior wideout, who will have to step up in a different way this season as the Cardinals lose 3 wideouts of that senior class from a year ago.
And that's going to be Kovacs, it's going to be Carosi, it's going to be Jafar. I mean, there's a number of them. Jack Davis, I know we haven't seen much of tonight, but I know he's going to play a big role at some point this year.
Poland
Man,
showing blitz, and they're going to jump.
Yep.
That's the second time tonight.
Well, the near official had offsides there.
I think it's the first game for these officials as well.
And this is a veteran group out there, but still, that was.
That's the second time we've had a mix-up.
It looked like, I mean, they did get enticed, and Canfield did move, but could it have been a neutral zone infraction? But the near side
guy thought
was
so.
saying yes, but.
So that moves the Cardinals back 5. First down and 15. Lowry, a design run off the right tackle. He trips, regains his footing, and spins his way past the original line of scrimmage to about midfield.
So that'll bring up a 2nd and 9 here. Positive yardage there on 1st down. And I just wanted to, I know there's a lot of Canfield guys back home. I know Mark Velker Coach Haverilla, Coach Weimer out there are listening in tonight. Coach Sabella, who also coaches on my staff, is watching with a group of his friends, so I want to give a shout out to them, and I hope you guys are enjoying and getting ready for opening week at home in Canfield next week.
2nd and 9. Lowry fakes. He throws. Knotts wide open over the middle, inside Bulldog territory to the 30-yard line.
And that tight end little slant, like kind of release right down the field, has been there all night long. That's really been the open part of the field. Carosi was in one of those situations in that slot where Brock Lowry's having a lot of success.
Hunter Knotts, the junior tight end, with his first reception of the season. That's a big reception for 20 yards down to the Poland 30.
And he's a pretty big target out there.
They got him listed at 6'1".
I know, but he looks bigger.
Lowry will hand it off. This time it's Crawford, who's met by Fulton, but the strength of Crawford picks up an extra 5. He bounced off Jack Fulton.
I mean, that very well could have been no gain, and ends up getting 6 out of it.
The strength of Mike Crawford, the wrestler and football player for Canfield.
Not surprising.
Offset eye for the Cardinals. Back to Crawford, left side. He gets through a couple tackles, but we have some dirty laundry on the field. This would be a first down for the Cardinals, but it's going to be coming back.
Yes, that's definitely going to be a hold, which was away from the football. Don't know who they got there.
They're going to call that on number 66 and A.J. Murphy. Murphy will come in and get the start. Jimmy Scher, who's the center, is out tonight. So the Cardinals, who came in short on linemen already, lost another one, and that was a big one. A letter winner a year ago for the Canfield Cardinals on both offensive and the defensive line. We wish Jimmy Scher the best, and hopefully he could return back soon. 2nd and 15, Lowry to throw. He dumps it off near side. There's Carosi again. Slips underneath across the 30, inside to the 21-yard line of Poland. Oh, they got that 5 yards back and then some.
And this is a very manageable 3rd down now. 3rd and about.
3rd and 1.
Wow, yeah. That makes a huge difference, a 3rd and 1 as opposed to a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. You can pretty much do anything, especially with Lowry at quarterback. Really opens up your playbook here, especially being 4-down territory.
5 minutes left to play in the 3rd. 3rd down 1. Lowry keeping all the way. He's going to go off his lead blocker, and Crawford spins through 3 guys and picks up the first down to the 15.
And that's, once again, Brock Lowry is a house to bring down. One guy's not going to bring him down. You're going to need 2 or 3. You're going to need those linebackers to fill and help out because he's very elusive and very slippery.
First down and 10 on the second drive of the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals moving the football. 4:35 left to play. Lowry under center. Offset eye to the right. They will go to the running back Crawford, who is met at the line of scrimmage but pushes his way for a gain of about 5.
And they're down inside the 10 around the 9-yard line. And it looks like we got a cramp. Somebody from one of the players from Poland is down holding his calf. I'm hoping it's just a cramp.
The athletic trainers will come out and help number 73 and Steven Solik. That's one of their big guys in both the offensive and defensive line.
And he's a returning letterman, so.
Steven Solik, the nose tackle, who's shaken up on the ground. We'll step aside real quick, and we'll be back after this.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
Well, the good news here in Poland, Steven Solik able to get up and walk to the sideline on his own power. It's 2nd down and 6 at the Bulldog 10 for the Cardinals with 4:10 left to play here in the third quarter. Lowry in the pistol. Play action rolling to his right, being chased from behind. He's going to tuck it and run inside the 5. He barrels his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that drive was very reminiscent of Poland's first drive to start. That a little ball control effort there with under 4 minutes to go here in the third to give Canfield a 16-6 lead.
Double-digit lead on the first rushing touchdown of the year for Brock Lowry. He punches it in from 10 out. We'll see if Ben Pugh can knock it through. 1 for 1 tonight in point after attempts, also 1 for 1 in field goals. Snap back, hold is good. Pugh, his kick is up and it is straight through. 17-6, the Cardinals with the lead. 3:59 as you see on your screen left to go when we come back on ysnlive.com.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
Snyder to kick it off. 3:59 left to play here in our third quarter as the box continues to shake up here on the visiting
like
side.
We're in Madison, Wisconsin right now, I'll tell you what.
Schneider kicks it away. We'll see if the Bulldogs can finally return one. It looks
Back
like
to the
they
one.
will. There is Fulton inside his own 5, dancing it around, cuts it towards midfield, now cuts it upwards across the 25, and a nice return for Jack Fulton.
His foot was right there on the goal line, just in front of the goal line. And honestly, they had a chance there to contain him and corral him around the 15-yard line, but he escaped just like he has all night offensively and was able to get out to around the 25, 26-yard line.
3:51 left to play. They'll mark it at the 26-yard line for the Poland Bulldogs, their second possession of this third quarter.
I'll give a shout out to Nate Shaw as well, who's let me know that he's listening back in Canfield, and I'm sure he's there with a bunch of guys, cheering on these Cardinals and his teammates.
Fulton will come out. To his left is the running back. The give goes to the halfback. He breaks a couple of tackles, bounces off, and is finally brought down at the 31. Dylan Smith will get his third carry of the ball game.
Now this is a big possession for Poland. We're down around 3 minutes in the third quarter, and the way this game has gone, Poland's had to take some time to get down the field. You know, they're not a team that's going to go down the field in 1 or 2 plays. They need these long, sustained drives, so they've got to come up with something here, I would imagine.
Play action for Fulton. He's looking deep. Down the field he goes to Dito. Did he make the catch? Ross Dito did. Inside the 25-yard line, the biggest reception of the night by either squad.
And I may have spoke too soon because that's a big play right there. Went down the seam. It was actually pretty good coverage. That's just a perfectly thrown ball by Fulton.
And now one of the Cardinals is down on the field shaking up. Ross Dito, who's been held quiet here tonight, finally broke through in the third quarter.
I think that's
Dito and D'Angelo, two guys that the Bulldogs look to in their final senior season on the wide receiving side. And that is Kovas down on the ground being stretched out.
And that's just a cramp there, I would imagine, as they're stretching him out.
So we'll step aside real quick once again. We'll be back. 17-6 Cardinals lead, but the Bulldogs knocking on the door.
Jimmy Sudman here, director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Good news, Kovas is okay. He gets up and walks off to the sideline. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Fulton fakes the handoff, a read option. He will keep it. Outside, he breaks away from Carosi, and he is out of bounds near the 10. Good enough for a Bulldog first down. Fulton using his legs once again to create some space. He bounced away, barely got away from Drew Carosi and picks up the first down.
And that's just breaking that contain that we've talked about all night long where he's had success. Canfield's got to do a better job containing there.
First down and goal at the 10. 2:30 left to play here in the third quarter. A big drive for the Bulldogs. They need to get in the end zone here.
Big stop there by the D-line.
That's a loss of 1 to the 11.
And now I see big Nick Bowen entering the game defensively here for the Cardinals.
And we got a chance to talk to Nick Bowen yesterday on our Coca's Pizza player profile, the first one of the year, and the only returning starter on the offensive line. He's going to be a big leader, and now he's transitioning over to play defense, something that we didn't see a lot of last season.
And they really like him on the defensive side, but it's just hard to go both ways, you know, when so much is on his shoulders offensively.
145. They get rid of the split back. Colosimo's now a tight end to the left. Dylan Smith in the backfield. Fulton looking far side to the pylon, way over the head of his intended receiver.
And that was great coverage, great pressure up front, and really didn't have a whole lot of looks there. I mean, that was just great coverage on the outside. And hard to tell who's in on the coverage there.
Well, this is that bend but don't break defense we've seen all game for the Canfield Cardinals. As we talked about, coming out of halftime, the Bulldogs really controlled the clock but didn't control the scoreboard because Poland got it within 2 yards of the end zone, and the Cardinals were able to force 3 points.
And we got a timeout taken by Poland here. They're going to think this over with 3rd and long. big possession.
So timeout taken, 1:32. It's 3rd down and goal from the 11 for the Bulldogs when we return.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and
3rd down from the Poland 11 with 1 minute and 32 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Fulton comes out in the shotgun, running back to his right. He will drop back. He will dump it off. Wide open to the pylon and a touchdown. Dom Parker slipped away from the backfield, and he dumped it off for an 11-yard gain.
17-yard line.
Fulton thinks it's against the Cardinals.
And he did talk to the officials, so I don't know what this could be unless it's a hold, defensive hold. They've got the ball marked at the... Picked up the flag.
Yeah, they're going to pick up the flag. It's a Poland Bulldog touchdown. They punch it in from 11 out.
So there was
a penalty.
A penalty on Canfield. It was hard to tell what it was, but it will be assessed on the kickoff. So
17-12. First touchdown for the Poland Bulldogs here in 2021 goes to Dom Parker.
So now they're going to talk it over with Coach Tom Pavlansky if they're thinking of going for 2 here, which actually makes sense to make it a 3-point game. They're going to go half the distance to the goal, which I was thinking all along, but I know they've struggled with their kicking game, so maybe that extra yardage on the kickoff would actually benefit them, but they've changed their mind. It looks like, well, maybe.
So Fulton's on the field. They're going to go for 2.
But they didn't mark the yardage off.
Parker back in the backfield. 2 wide, 1 near side. Fulton's got it. He rolls to his right, being chased. He's got room. He dumps it off, and it's deflected and incomplete. A big play by the Cardinals defense. They still lead by 5 as Drew Carosi once again gets his hands on defense.
And that's a big play. That's still a 5-point game, so Poland's going to have to put another touchdown on the board, or 2 field goals, 2 possessions, however you want to look at it. But now Canfield's got to answer. That one big pass play put momentum in Poland's favor, and now Canfield's. It's just been a game of momentums really tonight.
1:27 left to play here in the 3rd. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back. Sponsored by Insight.
Going from mindful to mindful sometimes requires a helping, healing hand. Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness offers a continuum of mental health and wellness care. At Insight, we're changing the way you receive counseling and wellness services with experienced licensed clinicians and expertly trained wellness staff. With 4 locations in Mahoning and Columbiana County, along with telehealth services, Insight offers clients quick access to care when they need it. Transform your mental health and wellness at Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness.
Back from Dave Pavlansky Field here in Poland, Ohio. Richie Giuliano, Gary Niddle with you here on a gorgeous night to kick off our 2021 high school football season. Let's give you a couple of score updates around the Valley. At halftime, Niles and Howland. Howland with a 6-0 lead at half. This is a shootout at Youngstown State. Ursuline 41, Boardman 34. That's at half. And a blowout at Salem. They lead 35-0 over Crestview. One of 4 games here tonight on Thursday, and tomorrow is just packed with football. A bunch of games on the network tomorrow night on Friday. I'll be heading over to LeBray if you would like to tune into that game. 1:27 left to play, and they do take the penalty on the kickoff as they'll tee it up at the Cardinal 45. They didn't want the extra yardage on the 2-point conversion.
I don't know if that'll come back to haunt. Let's see what they do here. And this ball's going to get down to the 5-yard line.
A squibber route, and that's going to be a couple yards by Kovas across the 15-yard line. And this is the worst field position Canfield has had to start a drive all night.
So like I said, I think that's a wise decision there to maybe take it on the kickoff because they've struggled in that area.
Just across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Canfield. And this is now the first time that either team has gotten 3 possessions in a single quarter. Lowry comes out in the gun. 2 receivers, one near side, one far side. Design quarterback run, and Lowry just has about 1 at most. So well contained by the Poland defensive line. The Poland Bulldogs a year ago defensively, as they gave up just 15 points a game.
And that's why coming in here, we knew it wasn't going to be a shootout like you heard some of these other scores. We knew this was, I mean, honestly, 17 points, 12 points scored by both these teams. Probably a little more than most people expected, to be honest with you.
2nd down and 11 to go. Lowry takes it. He gives it. Handoff up the middle. And a big run on 2nd down. That will make it 3rd down and manageable to the 24-yard line. Danny Inglis with his first carry of the ball game tonight for the Cardinals. And we'll see if Canfield will try and get this last play in. There's under 15 seconds left to go. They break the huddle.
And they've got 19 on the play clock, so they don't have to run a play here if they don't want to.
5 seconds. It does not look like they're going to try and run a play. This will take us to the final quarter as time expires here in the 3rd. We go to the 4th. We got a great one here in the return of the Battle of 224. It's a 5-point game. Coming up next, the final quarter.
Jimmy Sudman here, director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and 2 of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions, reminding you that it's open enrollment for Medicare.
Now through December 7th, those who qualify can visit our local independent agency by calling us at 330-953-3722 or visiting us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck, Bulldogs.
3rd down and 4 to start the 4th quarter. Canfield with the football at their own 24-yard line as we enter the final 12 minutes of play here in the rivalry between Canfield and Poland. The whistle is blown. Brock Lowry in the shotgun all alone. He takes the snap, drops back 2 steps. He looks up. He rolls out right. He will tuck it and run, and he's going to get the 1st down across to the 30-yard line.
When in doubt, let Brock run. I mean, that's, give him time. The receivers got downfield, so there was no secondary help there. And, like I said, Brock's size and speed is tough to contain in the open field.
That moves the chains. First down and 10 for the Cardinals at a 31-yard line.
What do we got going on here? I don't see a timeout being called by either side. Yet the play clock's still at 40, and there hasn't been a whistle or a player down that I see.
So there's definitely a timeout somewhere, whether it's an official timeout or a team timeout.
Well, it's showing Canfield with only one timeout remaining. I don't remember.
They took 2 timeouts last quarter, yeah.
Was it? Okay. And 2 for Poland, but they used a timeout, I thought. So I don't know. Well, when we find out, we'll let you know. We'll pass along, but there's definitely a timeout, whether it's I don't know.
We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back after this.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
First down and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 31. Lowry puts Toby Smith to his right side. He takes a chest-high snap. It's a design run all the way. He got tripped up, and therefore it's going to be a gain of 7 to the 36.
And he followed Toby Smith right through the hole and shot out of a cannon. The only thing that tackled Brock Lowry was himself there. He just kind of had a little forward momentum. Caught him off guard.
Got tripped up by his own guy as well.
Yes. But still a 6-yard gain. It looks like that. I thought it was a little bit more. It looks like they marked him back at the 36-yard line, though, as opposed to the 38.
Same formation, same thing. Lowry bounces off a tackle, pushing his way across the 40, and another first down off the feet of Brock Lowry.
And, this is, you're up 5. You've got the football here in the fourth quarter with 11 minutes to go. Time of possession right now, Coach Pavlansky would love to take 11 minutes off the clock here and get points on the board or run this clock out.
Well, we saw Poland do it in the first quarter. Yeah. They ran over 8 minutes off the clock in their first possession. Canfield leads by 5, 17-12. 10:50 left to play here in our final fourth quarter. Lowry, this time going through the air. He looks. He has a ton of time. He steps up in the pocket, and there he goes across midfield and bounces it out of bounds to the Poland 49.
Now, I've had this talk with Brock and some of the coaches is the difference between Brock Lowry this year as a junior as opposed to his sophomore years. He took a beating last year over the course of the season, and he is vowing to be a little more smart with his body. Last year, that Brock Lowry is going to put his shoulder down and take the hit there instead of going out of bounds. He knew, he had positive yardage, and in that case, I think you're going to see more of that so that he's able to last this entire season this year. Smart decision by Brock Lowry.
Second down and 4. Pistol formation for the Cardinals this time. Lowry's going to give it off. This time he goes to Crawford. Crawford outside of the tackle, and it's going to be a loss of 1 back to the Cardinal territory.
And that'll bring up a third down and about 5 here for the Cardinals with 10 minutes and 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Big play right around midfield here for both teams.
Lowry breaks the huddle. Smith is now his halfback to his right. 2 receivers on both sides. Pulling man-to-man coverage. Lowry, he steps up. It's a quarterback draw across midfield. Shakes through 2 tackles, but he's going to be about 1.5 yards short. So now it's decision time for head coach Mike Pavlansky. 4th down and short.
Could be wrong. I thought he was sending in the kicking team, but it looks like they might be going for it here.
They bring in two big bodies. They bring in Hunter Knotts and Aiden Rogers, as well as Jaden Jaffer off the bench. 4th down and 2.
Well, they got 9 seconds left here. They can run up to the football.
5 seconds on the play clock. Lowry, 1 second, and they're not going to get it off. A timeout called by head coach and Mike Pavlansky. They have burned their final timeout. That will take us to a timeout as well. 4th down and 2. When we return, we'll see what the Cardinals will do coming up next.
Hi everyone, this is DJ Yokley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Ah, the details. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods is one fine ride. Perfect cornering, superb handling, sporty and stylish, power to spare. Plus
4th down and 2 for the Cardinals. Lowry still out there in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Quarterback run off the right side, barrels his head forward, and he picks up the 1st down. Oh, what a gutsy call by Mike Pavlansky, but it pays off.
And that's what I expected. The last time it was 4th and short. You know, last year that's what they did. Let Brock Lowry find a seam, and like I said, with his big body, you know, getting a yard or two, you know, most times last year that was the case. And, you know, they got a little trickery earlier in the game, and it didn't pay off on the little jet sweep, and this time Brock just put his head down, got the 2 plus about another 3, so it brings up a 1st down here inside Poland territory for the Cardinals.
Only 2 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to get this ball off. The play clock runs out, and it's going to be a penalty, a delay of game on the Cardinals. They had no timeouts remaining. Poland has 2 timeouts. Canfield has 0, and that's going to be a delay of game call.
I know Coach Pavlansky is not happy with that. You know, you get an emotional, momentum-changing 1st down, and then you back yourself back up. Now you got a 1st and 15. It stops the clock on top of it.
Lowry all alone in the gun. He's going to run it left side. Poland shows blitz. Here they come. He breaks through a Colosimo tackle, gets back to the line of scrimmage, plus 1 more yard.
That's one of the rare times Colosimo's missed a tackle tonight.
Yes.
I mean, he's been on point all night, been all over the field, has done an excellent job. And that time, Brock, and it's that little spin move. You know, it's, you play Madden and you're so used to seeing spin moves. That's Brock Lowry out there. When he hits contact, he gets that slippery spin, and it's hard to bring him down. And they're going to run this clock. They're going to continue to run this clock down. 15 seconds on the play clock, and we're under 8 minutes left here in the 4th.
4 wide out for the Cardinals. Poland loads that box up. They're going to blitz. Lowry has some trouble with the snap, picks it back up, and gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
And that could have been a lot worse. You know, number one, make sure you get on the football. He did that, and then he made whatever he could out of it to at least get some forward progress instead of taking a 5-yard loss.
So now will be 3rd down and 9 under 7:30 left to play here in our final 4th quarter. Canfield, who has been really good on 3rd down here in this 2nd half. We'll see if they can convert one more time.
Play of the night right now.
Lowry's got it. 3-step drop. Plenty of time. Steps up in the pocket. Eludes a tackle. Still past the line of scrimmage. And he completes a pass inside the 20-yard line.
He fooled me right there. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was gonna keep that himself. He saw a little hole, and then he saw the seam. The receiver heading down the seam and hit him in stride. Great
Gavin Raymond, another reception. He had the touchdown back in the 1st half. and he picks up a first down inside the 20 to the Poland Bulldog 19.
And that one hurts because, once again, you're running clock. You got 19 seconds on the play clock here, and we're under 7 minutes left in the game.
Offset eye for the Cardinals. This time they go to Crawford, who's met behind the line of scrimmage and swallowed up by the Poland Bulldogs.
And that was needed there by Poland. They've got to hold them here.
That's a loss of 4 for the Bulldogs defense as they come up clutch on first down.
If Canfield can get at least a field goal here, that puts them up by 8, which means Poland then's got to score and get a 2-point conversion in order to tie. So this is a very important drive, very important time in the ball game here, sitting at the 22-yard line of Poland.
Toby Smith in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 to the far side. Lowry's got it. In the pocket, has plenty of time. He steps up. He eludes another tackle, bounces it outside, inside the 15, and runs out of bounds just close to about the 12-yard line.
And that should be pretty darn close to a first down. They have it marked.
I got it at the 12.
Even the
And we're going to have another timeout. Looks like a player's hurt on the far side. We got another cramp on that far side for the Bulldogs. 6:01 left to play. That'll bring up 3rd down and short for the Cardinals after this quick message from K-Squared.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Going from mindful to mindful sometimes requires a helping, healing hand. Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness offers a continuum of mental health and wellness care. At Insight, we're changing the way you receive counseling and wellness services with experienced licensed clinicians and expertly trained wellness staff. With 4 locations in Mahoning and Columbiana County, along with telehealth services, Insight offers clients quick access to care when they need it. Transform your mental health and wellness at Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
.601 left to play here in our final quarter. Richie Giuliano and Gary Nittle back with you here from Dave Pavlansky Field in Poland, Ohio, the site for the Battle of 224. 3rd down and 4 for the Cardinals at the Poland Bulldog 12-yard line. 6:01 left to play. Lowry is in the gun with a back to his right. A man in motion from right to left. Lowry takes it, he bobbles it, and he's going to have to jump on it. So now it's 4th down and 4. Canfield with no timeouts left, Poland with 2. And now Mike Pavlansky has a decision to make. You could go up by 8 with a potential field goal, or you could try and go for it once again, which we've seen success in the past so far in this ball game with the Cardinals on 4th down.
He's taking his time here, making this decision. Personnel come in. We've got 20 seconds left on the play clock, and it looks like they're going for it here.
So they're keeping the offense on the field. This is the biggest play of the game so far. Poland could get the ball back.
Force Poland to take a timeout, it looks like.
So his brother and Tom Pavlansky playing some mind games with him here with 5:11 left to go.
Absolutely.
A big decision for Mike Pavlansky. The brotherly battle here tonight between Mike and Tom. Tom, the new hire here at Poland, and of course, Mike Pavlansky, the longtime Canfield Cardinals head football coach at their dad's field at Dave Pavlansky Field, and their mother who came out and did the coin toss tonight. Just a special night for both communities and their family.
And you got Coach Pat Pavlansky also here on the sidelines with brother Mike, and an ironic twist to it. I was telling Richie off air that Dave Pavlansky Jr. was actually my football coach at Boardman. I mean, the Pavlansky name, it's synonymous with football in this area. And, you know, whether it's Coach Tom Pavlansky in his time at Lakeview, who was there for a long time, now getting to come home at Poland, they've given a lot back to this area in terms of football with these young men. So hats off to the Pavlansky family, and it's great to see this tonight.
Mike Pavlansky keeps his team on the field, 4th and 5. Lowry turns, throws, they caught it. It's Raymond again inside the 10-yard line and good enough for a first down.
And with 5 minutes left here, as soon as this ball gets reset, they'll restart the clock again, and now Poland's up against it. Because there's not going to be a whole lot of time left here. If Canfield punches this in, it's going to be a 2-possession game, and you know, they're going to be stripping the football. They're going to go looking to punch this out. And, you know, Brock had his issues last year holding on to the football at times. And I'm sure that's in the minds of Coach Pavlansky from Poland, letting him know that.
1st and goal at the 7. Lowry keeps right side to the 5 and then plowed down there. So a gain of 2 for Brock Lowry as the Cardinals want to keep this clock moving. We're under 5 minutes.
Right, and you still got 35 seconds on the play clock. They're going to use all of it.
Well, the Bulldogs need a stop here. We've seen the Cardinals do it on the defensive side a couple of times inside the red zone. This is a big opportunity for Poland to keep their team within a 1-possession game. 2nd down and goal from the 5. Crawford the back. Lowry in the gun. A man motion from right to left. Lowry has trouble with the snap, picks it up. No gain back to the 5. Second time we've seen that on this drive.
And 3rd time overall tonight. You know, that exchange is, you know, and that's one of the problems when you go in shotgun is, you know, a lot of coaches will tell you that, you know, it's being under center, it's a nice, easy exchange. Sometimes, especially on turf, that ball gets a little slippery. It's a little humid out here tonight, so that can make it a little dicey at times. But we're under 4 minutes, and we got 3rd and goal here at the 4.
Lowry back in the gun, just one receiver. They load the box. He's going to keep it through Colosimo, spins his way inside the 5. Still on his feet towards the goal line, but he's short.
And this is a no-brainer. You're going to see the same thing here. I'd be shocked if you don't. You're going to be under 3 minutes. Worst case scenario, they got to go 99 yards with only 1 timeout.
1st down, 4th down and goal at the 2.
Still got 25 seconds on the play clock.
3:15 left. Can the Cardinals punch it in, or can the Bulldogs hold that line? Lowry's got it. He keeps it. Left side, powers into the end zone for a Cardinal touchdown.
And everyone knew that was coming, and it was just which line was going to win the battle in the trenches, and Canfield wins that battle right there on that drive.
The biggest play of the night, 4th down and goal at the 2, and the Cardinals able to punch it in, and they might have solidified the ball game here with 3:05 left to play.
And you got to tip your cap to the Canfield offensive line. We knew coming into this game that, you know, they were young and inexperienced outside of Bowen. And I'll tell you what, they put some pretty darn good drives together, including that one where they were winning up front here in the 4th quarter.
Pugh will try and knock it in. Kovas, the holder. The snap is back, it's low. Kovas gets it down, and Pugh will belt it right through. 24-12. The Cardinals lead, 3:05 left to play when we come back.
For a great vehicle and a great experience, come to Boardman Mitsubishi today. As always, our full lineup of Mitsubishi models comes with a standard 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Boardman Mitsubishi, your hometown Mitsubishi dealer since 1999.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions, reminding you that it's open enrollment for Medicare.
Now through December 7th, those who qualify can visit our local independent agency by calling us at 330-953-3722 or visiting us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck, Bulldogs.
.305 left to play here in the fourth, and the Canfield bus is ready. Just pulled behind us.
Yes, they did.
Slamming the brakes.
Somebody got the update from the bus garage that it's a 24-12 game with 3 minutes to go here. So, you know, this game has been everything that we thought it would be. And you know, we've talked all night long how exciting it is. You couldn't ask for a better night. It's cooled off. It's, you know, just been great. These fans have been great. You could tell they've been itching for this because it's been a year. And both these teams, give them credit. You know, they played hard tonight. Whatever the outcome is, tip your caps at both these programs, and deservedly so, because they've proven it over the years that, you know, they're some of the best in the state.
3:05 left to play. Jake Schneider will kick it off with Fulton to return, as well as Gavin West. And then on that far side, Alex D'Angelo. Ball goes straight away down the middle of the field for Fulton, and he's going to botch it. The ball goes out of bounds.
Well, that's definitely not what Poland needed there. It's going to be a long field to go here with 3 minutes to go and needing 2 scores.
So the Bulldogs, who are down 2 possessions, will start at their 12-yard line with 3 minutes left to play.
And, you know, outside of the one long ball that Fulton threw down the middle of the field, and then, you know, on the touchdown play, they haven't really gone deep. They went once early on their first series down the left side. It was well covered, but, you know, now they got to open it up. They got no choice at this point, especially with only 1 timeout remaining.
So we'll see the arm of Jack Fulton here in the final 4th quarter.
Coach Tom Pavlansky's talking to the officials over there. He's not happy with whatever it is. He seems to be
he's very upset.
At the, I thought it was maybe the play clock, but it's been at 25 seconds. I'm not sure what he's pointing at.
Either way, the Bulldogs will spread him out wide. 5 receivers. Fulton looks to throw. He pump fakes once. He's going down the sideline for Dito, and it's just over top of his outstretched arms.
Pretty good ball there. Just a little overthrown, but great coverage by Canfield as well.
And the Cardinals once again have another player shaken up, and that looks like Kovas with another.
And I know he had a cramp issue earlier. And this is a cramp issue as well. So, you know, that's a huge loss here for the Canfield secondary.
Kovats has battled hard. He's faced a tough opponent tonight in Ross Dito. So we'll take another quick break. We'll be back as the trainers look for Kovats on the near sideline.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Second down and 10 for the Poland Bulldogs at their own 12 as they trail 24-12. 2:55 left to play here in our final quarter. 5 wide for the Bulldogs. Man-to-man coverage for the Cardinals. Fulton with a 3-step drop. A pump fake. He fires downfield, and that ball is broken up. Nice coverage on the far side by Brock Lowry.
And, now, he could finish the game here defensively and with a pick. Great defense there by Brock Lowry, and he's done it all tonight, as expected.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
We've still got 2:48 left in the game here.
So the Canfield Cardinals looking to win their 5th matchup against Poland in the last 6 meetings. They have won 4 in a row against the Bulldogs, dating all the way back to October 30th in 2015, where they won a nail-biter 7-6.
Gets it away.
Fulton's going to fire one away, and this one is
no.
incomplete, but we got a flag coming from that far side.
How is that called there? That's great coverage. Both going for the football. Unless maybe it's on the, I don't know what they're going to call here. It's hard to tell. But we got pass interference, and it's going to go on Canfield. But that one I question. I thought that was pretty good defense. Because that ball held up in the air for a long time, and you got a lot of boos here by the Canfield contingency.
Once again, no number on the pass interference there. No. It's an automatic first down to the Poland Bulldog 27. Still a long way to go. First down and 10. Fulton has it. Here comes the blitz. Toby Smith breaking through the line. Fulton dumps it out far side. It's complete. And the receiver stayed in bounds. Looks like he lost his footing.
Not a whole lot of urgency here by Poland. Now they're kind of getting up to the football, but we've got 2 minutes and 15 seconds left.
The reception on that last play goes to Ben Harrell, junior wide receiver. Second down and short as they flip it out to the far side, and that is a catch, says the far side official, and good enough for a first down.
And that'll stop the clock until they can reset the football, although the chains haven't moved yet. Now they will.
There's Mateo Malone. I've called his name a couple times here tonight as he gets another reception for Poland.
Oh, wait a minute.
And now they're bringing it back.
Saying that it was incomplete. This is confusing. They've moved the chains already twice. I don't know what.
And the Poland coaching staff is not very happy. So now it's third down. Incomplete, says the officials after. And now another incompletion through the hands of a receiver, and it's fourth down and 3. That looks like a long 3 on the screen here.
I'm telling you, these chains moved. And they tried to reset. So who knows? And I see some of the Canfield coaches saying, I don't know if this is correct, but with 2 minutes to go, hopefully it doesn't come into play here.
Fourth down, trips to the right, twins to the left. For the Bulldogs to stay alive, and the pass is incomplete, broken up by Lowry for the second time this possession, and also for the second time tonight, the Bulldogs turn it over on downs.
And that brings us to 2 minutes here, and I think that's going to be all she wrote.
Poland with only one timeout left, 2:02 left to play. Can the Cardinals run this thing out? We'll find out after this quick break.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm.
First and 10 at the Bulldog 34. The Cardinals can run this thing out as Poland only has one timeout remaining here in the ballgame. Lowry will hand it off. Here is Michael Crawford, bounces it outside. A nasty stiff arm, but pulled down for a gain of 2.
And And that'll have to be a timeout there. This is Poland's last timeout, so they won't be able to stop the clock the rest of the way.
So a timeout for Poland. That is their last timeout. 2nd down and 9. They only picked up 1. Talking to head coach Mike Pavlansky yesterday, he realized there was going to be some growing pains with his team here tonight, but he just wanted them to compete. And if I get the opportunity to talk to him after this ball game, I think he's going to be pretty happy with the way his team competed here tonight.
Well, you might have to rush. Like I said, I'm looking at those buses right there. It's almost like they're going to get in that locker room, get changed up, and get out of here. But, yeah, I think he's got to be extremely proud of this group. Like you said, it's a whole new group. And I know you say that every year, when it comes to high school sports and athletics, but they lost a great senior class last year. And a lot of young guys had to step up tonight and against a formidable foe and a rivalry in Poland, and they've answered the bell. And he's got to be happy with the way they played most of the night tonight.
2nd and 9. Final timeout burned by the Bulldogs with 1:52 left to play here in the final 4th quarter. A man in motion, that's Toby Smith. The give goes back to Crawford up the middle. He's got a big hole inside the 25, and he makes it down to the 24-yard line.
And with a 40-second play clock and 1:40 left, they can really run this out right here with these next 4 downs.
3rd down and 1.
Oh, they did give him the 1st down. I stand corrected.
$15 on the play clock. Cardinals will bunch it up. Only 1 receiver to that far side. Lowry patiently waiting with the play clock at 5, game clock at 1:07. He's got it. He gives it. Here's Crawford. Good enough for a 1st down and more inside the 15. And that will pretty much do it here at Poland as the Cardinals connect on their final 1st down.
They'll have to run one more play here as they stop the clocks for the 1st down.
The Cardinals get to go into victory formation here in week number 1. A team that came in reaching the regional final a year ago, not losing 1 game in the regular season as they entered that postseason undefeated, finished the year at 9-1. So this will be the final snap of the ball game. Brock Lowry puts his left knee down, and the Cardinals are going to come out victorious here tonight in the return of the Battle of 224, patiently waited by both sides, and the Cardinals come up on top by a final score of 24-12.
And what a great night, what a great tribute as we look down and see the Pavlanskys. I know they're going to go shake hands here, although Coach Tom is getting his team right now down into the end zone. But I'm sure they'll talk tonight or tomorrow.
Here they go.
And here it comes.
The handshake and the hug between two brothers facing off for the first time ever in their long coaching careers. Mike Pavlansky comes up on top on meeting number 1 of hopefully many between these two programs.
Absolutely. And, you get to finally see teams shaking hands. That was one thing we missed last year is the handshake at the end of the game. And, it's nice to be back somewhat normal here and get to witness this tonight.
That'll do it here from Dave Pavlansky Field. For Gary Niddle, I'm Richie Giuliano saying so long with the Canfield Cardinals on top 24-12. Canfield will play at home next week against Dover, and Poland will also come back and they will play home next week as well. We'll see you next week, Cardinal Nation.
This broadcast stream is copyrighted by Yoakley Scott Corporation, LLC. Any other use of this telecast, any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without YSN's consent is prohibited.